All right, so customer complains that truck fan stays on even when the vehicle's off. Only when he uses the heat mostly. He said sometimes when he was using AC, it did it a little bit. So last time we came, we replaced the engine cooler temperature sensor, and it seemed to be working properly for a second. But over time, he was like, you know, he's doing it again. So my initial thought was, okay, it's probably the thermostat. So we come back to the truck, and we was going to start diagnosing things. So the battery, nothing's coming on. When you turn the key, you can hear the sound of the key being in the ignition, but nothing else comes on. So I was just kind of asking him about his symptoms and things going on with the vehicle, and he also said that man, he just brought the battery jumper, so we're gonna jump it. I think the battery has been drained. It was a parasitic draw from the fan staying on. But he also says that sometimes the car will crank. Some days it won't crank, and some days it act like it want to crank, but it don't, and then it cranks again. A dead battery is not going to necessarily do that, and so it's not going to recharge itself just sitting still. And so it lets me to believe maybe it's a wiring issue. Now this particular fan doesn't have a relay or anything like that. The wires look good last time we checked them. That baby girl here with me. So I came over here to this box, to the battery, and I came to check something like, well, maybe it has a grounding issue. And as soon as I started taking the cap off and moving this, you can hear it. Matter of fact, let me put the key back in here. All right, so we're gonna put the key in here. As you can see, no lights, no radio, nothing. As soon as I started trying to take this cap off, this thing, I don't know if y'all can hear that. You can start hearing electrical things wiring on. To me, like this ground here is loose. Power is stable. But this ground, which leads all the way, this is not the battery ground. Battery ground is here. This ground is connected to the circuit box, connected to all the other electrical stuff. It also looks like there's a little bit of corrosion or something going on up in there, burnt something. Or that you see how it look all kind of melted? Yeah, something's going on. The first time I cranked it up, the sound from the ignition, keeping ignition came on, but the radio didn't come on. He started talking about symptoms he was having. The wiggling that all these lights are on. All I did was wiggle. All I did was wiggle it. All the lights on. Let's see if it crank up. It crank up. That's definitely the problem. That's definitely the problem. We didn't even put the battery jumper on there.